So like you go to X Games, you destroy everybody, and you do the craziest whips I've ever seen anybody ever do on a bike. Now, regardless of what bike you were on, people that ride that same bike can't do those same whips. With that being said, that means you're talented. So what's the deal here? I think what's ended up happening is I think that people are just not understanding. People are not understanding that.
I'm gonna die today.
Before we can answer the question.
No, I'm being serious. I think people aren't understanding that.
Look where you're going.
This guy, I am. But this guy literally is nasty with the whip. They call him Nasty Whip. And like, I don't know, I just feel like he should be rewarded for that, not fucking, you know.
Yes, in theory, the bike is better for whips, so I understand that. But yeah, there's also a lot of people that aren't doing it the same as me. There's a couple people getting really close and kind of pretty much doing the same thing, but I mean, I don't know. It's just progression. Like, we found something that's better and now they're taking it away. So I have a problem with how they dealt with it, not really with the decision to like not have e-bikes but gas bikes, but
yeah,
it just seems like progression was, we finally had a huge step in the sport and we kind of unlocked something new, but it hasn't happened in a long time, and to get rid of it was kind of, it just seemed like a very quick, hasty decision.
That's what bummed me out. I was like you said, like X Games has had the most progression in 10 years with best whip, because they've always built the same ramp, same everything all the time. And like Patrick comes in, does something fucking spectacular, and then they take it out, which no one really talked shit about it being a cheater bike until X Games was here, because every single one of those motherfuckers rode with him in my backyard and no one ever said anything. So that's where I thought was kind of lame. It's like he actually was the one that took it upon himself, went out, figured the bike out, and did what he did, where every other single person that was in Best Whip had the same opportunity they could have done as well, but he was the one that took it upon himself to actually go for it. So
it was scary.
Yeah,
it was a hard decision to make. I called you about it.
It's a learning curve. Like you're stepping into something that was the unknown, and everyone figured it out.
Everyone thought no panic revs would be like the huge thing, like not making noise, like you're never gonna win. Like,
yeah,
because I didn't think I was gonna be able to do like crazy shit on it, but we got bigger than regular, and I was like, okay, well maybe we'll have a chance, I guess.
That's like what bums me out the most about the bike is like I am so old school. I'm used to the panic rev. Like I love hearing the motor, and I love hearing that for the crowd and for the shows, but you guys are just literally got a machine to take it to the next level, and now they ban it.
But don't you think that they should at least let him compete, and then if he wins, just give him a different prize, because he still has to compete?
Not at all. I think it's all equal. You know what I mean? Like we all said, there's other dudes riding that same bike that whips are getting close, but they're still not quite as big. But where's the progression in the sport? This is what it's going towards, so why not embrace it?
Well,
that's the only
why
problem
not
I
just
have
make
with
a whole division just for starts then?
Well, they tried to, but do you want to have the best whip contest and then the second best whip contest? Because that's what it would be.
So how do we do this so we can still see Patrick compete?
We put a speaker on his bike that sounds like a 450.
Or you just go on YouTube and like find all my videos that I make, or in the hills, and like all the stuff that gets the same views as X Games.
Burr! Hey, shots fired. Shots fired from Patrick Evans on the south side. So, listen, what ends up happening now? Do you just boycott X Games, or do you just not go, or do you just say, hey, I make more money riding a bike, making videos, there's no need to compete?
X Games starts today. This is X Games weekend right now, and we're in Costa Mesa, Newport.
Wait, so what do we do for Patrick to see him compete, or are you done competing in the X Games?
Yeah, I just don't really care very much. I'm just gonna move on with my life, I think, and do what I've always been doing, riding dirt bikes, having fun.
That's what's rad. He went and won and done. He wants to be, he's a content guy anyways. He makes videos. That's what he's good at. He has
Look at
fun
this guy
doing it.
not even stopping because I have the right of way.
He doesn't have to do events for people to know who he is. His riding speaks for itself, and he just puts it on his YouTube, puts it on Instagram, and he can do his own thing. He doesn't have anyone dictating what he can and can't do. That's the best part.
Gets it. Why don't they get it?
I don't know, man.
But Patrick, you still go to X Games and set up a ramp across the street from their event venue, and then just do your own show?
Stark was joking about doing like a $100,000 winner-take-all contest at the same time as X Games, which I thought would have been a good idea.
It would have been awesome.
Why don't we do it?
Hey, I guess it's more funny. It's pretty petty if you really think about it. We'll just move on.
Wait, why don't we just give you like 10 racks and have you go do your own big whip event right in front of the X Games?
I mean, we could do that, but there's
down.
Also a contest next weekend called Hill Jam in Oregon that I'll be flying to on Friday, and that's going to be like...
Stop, motherfucker.
Right. I was going to try to go.
If I make it there. If I live till July 4th, I fly out on that day.
Yeah, when you're riding on a golf cart with Bear, you don't know how long your life is.
I don't want to be really in any motorized vehicle with Bear, to be honest.
I like how he goes to one restaurant, now we're going to a different one.
Where are we
going? Right now we're just trying to figure out why X Games won't let you ride.
Let me go get some jeans on.
Why, you cold?
Yeah, I'm freezing.
Whoa, motherfucker.
Hey, turn right now.
As if we don't have like the right of way. Wait, so now riddle me this.
Riddle me that.
Is X Games devaluing the competition by not having the reigning champ there?
Yes.
I feel like it is, because how does the X Games gold medalist not get an invite? That was
Well, I
there
did
last
get
year and won.
invited, actually.
Yeah, but he had to have changed his equipment. Which,
Well,
They still invited you though.
they invited me, but they.
Oh, we can't
yeah.
be too mean.
Oh, I can.
yeah, they told him he could come, but he has to
They
ride a
called
gas
me and
bike.
just said, yeah, break your contract and go spend 20 grand on building a gas bike and we'll see you there. And they acted like it was no big deal and I should be like happy
Yeah,
for
but
the
that's not
opportunity.
fair.
Yeah,
That's not fair.
they all totally thought that I was just gonna get a gas bike. The call I got, like, and they called me again like a month later, asking again, like, hey, so you're not getting a gas bike? I'm like, I made that so clear the first time when you called me. And I think I think it was 3 total calls, like over the span of 2 months, and like just, hey, so you're not coming at all? I'm like, hell no.
So you realize it would be more viral for you to just show up anyways with the Stark and then just not let you compete? You know the crowd would go nuts, right?
I mean,
should do that.
I don't live my life completely by what's gonna go viral. I'd rather stay at home.
No, but if you did that, look at all this rubber that was flying in my face.
Dude, honestly, the decision that they made to me is so lame that like I don't care. I really just don't care to like even like.
That's what I like about Patrick. Is like a lot of other people would be like, no, I need to get a gas bike in order to be there. And Patrick's like, I won last year. Fuck you. Fuck your event. I ride under my own rules, and I'm not going.
How important?
How do you beat that?
How important are events?
Back in my day, events were really important. Now, it's not so much. He can go post his best whip on his Instagram the same day X Games is going on, and it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Is that why you think X Games is falling off? Because content is much more important without.
I think.
Why doesn't Axel?
I think X Games has fallen off because you can see this kind of shit every single day on the internet. Before, you had to wait a year to watch it on X Games, and you didn't know what anyone was doing. Now, everyone's posting what they're doing all the time, every single day on internet, and you already know what's to come. It's hard to hide certain tricks that you're working on or certain whips because you can see them every day. Because if you don't post them, someone that you were riding with or someone that's seen you in the hills posted it, you know. So I feel like that's what's hurting X Games the most is you get to see X Games mode every single day on the internet.
The video I posted called Banned, about being banned from the X Games, has more views than Best Whip from last year. So,
Yeah.
Mic drop. He just peeled off. Mic drop. Doesn't even want to say. Yeah.
sorry, I forgot something over here.
That's straight up how it is.
What happens with Patrick Evans and like the career now? If you know he's not riding, does he just continue to be like some sort of free rider making content on his own?
He keeps being a free rider. That's what he started as, is coming into our sport being a free rider and just making videos and having fun and shoveling jumps. Like, this dude will call me sometimes and it's 5 in the morning. I look at his Instagram and he's out in the hills already shoveling at 5 a.m. Like, it's a lot of dedication to be a good free rider and to make good video parts. Like, if you're gonna make a video part, it takes time. You're not putting out a video part in one day. You're months of filming,
It's
building.
hard now too because you have to make content every day, pretty much, like for sponsor stuff. Like I have to be, none of my stuff's like based on post amount, just because I don't want it to like. If I was like I had to make these posts every week,
Yeah.
they get so cheesy and corny and just crappy. So I'm just like, let me just do it when I'm feeling
When he
it.
wants to.
Like yeah, we have a base like minimum I'm supposed to be kind of at, but like everyone's cool about it. But like. You have to be pretty much posting stuff every day. So if you're working on a video part, you're spending massive amounts of time on like a jump, tricks, going out days at a time, filming stuff, and then you have to save all that and make sure you're still getting stuff on the side for Instagram and everything and try to make it seem like you're not doing that stuff.